Hey, rich friends, it's your girl Cha Cha reporting live from the Money Mantra, and we are back again with another Forex education video. I created this channel to help as many of you guys as possible become independent and profitable traders. So if that's one of your goals, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. Now, I've been trading for about 4 years now, but I recently launched my e-learning platform, also called the Money Mantra, which is a self-guided platform that you can really use to take your trading education to the next level. In addition to being able to do the self-guided course, you also get me as a personal mentor, and you also get a community of other traders who have similar goals. So if you're looking for something like that, you can register down below in the description box. But first and foremost, welcome to all of my new and returning subscribers. I'm not sure how you guys found the channel, but I am grateful to have you here. I really appreciate when you guys leave comments and ask questions below because it really shows that you are taking the learning seriously and you're not afraid to really take a risk and put yourself out there to get the information that you need in order to be successful. So just really thank you for all of the love and support and just individual dedication to yourself, to your learning, and to your financial literacy. So, without further ado, we're going to get started. Today's video is going to be about USDCAD. It's going to be a trade breakdown, and a trade breakdown is me pretty much back testing a trade that I dropped in the chat for my current students. Now, one of the benefits of having a mentor or having mentorship with me is that I do have a learn and earn system. So I will be dropping trade ideas throughout the week that will help you to become profitable while you are in the process of learning. And I also host live classes every Sunday at 6 o'clock EST, 6 p.m. EST, if that's something that you are interested in taking advantage of. So in this trade breakdown, I just want to show you guys the timestamp, which is March 19th, 2024. And I posted this in the chat. Um, Now I've been trying to find a new way to post the trades to make them more beneficial and educational to my students. So for a while, I was only doing this method, which you guys can see at the bottom, which is outlining the entry points, the stop loss, and the take profit. But more recently, I've been putting more visual notes on the chart so that people who are more visual learners are able to take advantage of that as well. So for this particular trade idea, it was a recommended for a buy limit, which is a type of pending order. And these were the entry points that I gave. I did not put a stop loss. I just said use a previous low, but I did give two recommended TPs for this trade. As you can see at the bottom, I always encourage my students to do their own analysis, use proper risk management, and to check the news because these are things that will all influence how the trade actually turns out. So we're going to head over to TradingView and we're going to see what actually happened in this trade. And I'm going to take it back to my entry candle. Now in these videos, I do just like to go over what was my mindset at the time that I was looking at this trade and then to see what actually went down. So we're going to forward this a little bit and I'm actually going to zoom in. So when I first was looking at USDCAD, the first thing I'm going to be looking for is, are my candles in a supply zone or are they in a demand zone? And I do talk about this pretty frequently in my other Forex wins and losses video. So I do encourage you guys to go and check out that playlist. Now I'm just going to scroll back to the past a little bit to show you what I mean by supply and demand. So supply, so a demand area will usually look something like this. It'll be found at the bottom of a trend and bottom of a selling trend, and it'll actually look like the market just flatlined because it couldn't go any lower. So this is where the demand for the buyers comes in, and they'll usually push it up to a certain point. And then once you see the market starts to flatline at the top, which we can see happen here, here, and here. This is usually where your selling trends will come in. So when you first get into the market, it's helpful for you to look at whether the market is in a strong supply zone, which will be found at the top of a trend, or if it's in a strong demand zone, which will be found at the bottom of a trend. So the first thing I noticed was that this market appeared to be in a strong demand zone or buying area, which really set my sights on a buy. That was the first confirmation. Now, I do have other indicators that I use on my chart, but sometimes I just turn them off so my chart is not too crowded. But the two other indicators that I have here, as you can see, are my 50 EMA, which is blue, and my 200 EMA, which is purple. Now, again, usually the closer the candles are to the EMA, this can let you know that a trend is about to start or a reversal is about to happen. So in this case, I can see that my candles were above both of my EMAs. And usually when you see the candles are above and just crossing above the EMA, the market will go up versus when the candles cross below one or both of the EMAs, the market will tend to go down. So I had the fact that the market was in the demand zone. I also had the fact that the candles were above both of my EMAs. And then on top of that, I also had my stochastic. Now with the stochastic, the way that I like to use it is when the stochastic is facing up and the blue line is above the orange line, the market tends to be in a buying trend versus when the stochastic is facing down and the orange line is above the blue line, the market tends to be in a selling trend, which we can see is demonstrated here. Now, for this particular stochastic reading, it was a little bit tricky, but I did notice that the blue line for the stochastic looked like it was about to cross back above the orange. So I did jump the gun a little bit here just with my analysis because I just had a feeling that the market was going to go back up. So in this particular video, I did put my long position tool. Sometimes I forget to include it. And a long position tool just shows me my profit and loss area. So my stop loss would be, or my danger zone would be anywhere inside this red area, and my profit area will be anywhere inside this green area. So we're going to go ahead and replay this trade and see what happened. So we can see that the market actually did push down and it barely tapped back into our demand zone, but that was actually enough to trigger the trade if you set a buy limit for this particular order as it was recommended. As we can see, this trade continued to push up and it is currently in profit. So I'm going to continue to stay in this trade and to ride it out. It looks to me as if a new support level is being built. Thankfully, I'm already in this trade. I'm just waiting for it to hit my take profit or to at least push back into this area. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for. But I really do hope that this explanation was helpful into helping you make better decisions for your own trades. If you learned something, I would love, love, love to hear about it. Make sure that you do subscribe to this channel and give it a thumbs up as well if you really like this video. And leave me a comment below and let me know if you are in USDCAD for the week or what is your current favorite pair to trade. But that's really all I have for you guys today. Until next time, rich friends.